Hey guys, DuelMaster9563 here yet again. This is another week of Card of the Week. I'm going to choose from my little binder again. Hopefully it will be different than last time. Random page every week, so here we go. Flip back, flip one more time, and we'll choose the card on the back. Okay, I haven't even looked at it yet, so let's see. Ooh, this is a fun one. Vandalsion, the Dark Dragon Lord. This one is a limited edition. It came in Shonen Jump magazine. I think it was back in 2005. This card is really fun to use. It's dark. I think it's level 8. Yeah, level 8. 2800 attack, 2500 defense. It's a dragon with an effect. First off, I'm just going to say, sorry about moving the camera. This is a really fun card to use. I've used it a few times in other decks, and I'll read off the effects for you now. After a counter trap card you control negates the activation of an opponent's cards or effects, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then activate the appropriate effects based on the type of cards negated. So before I read the types of cards that's negated, it's pretty much, if you use a counter trap that stops one of your opponent's cards or a card effects, you get to special summon this guy for pretty much free. So that's going to be really helpful. I'm trying to think, is Solemn Judgment counter trap? I think it is, but that's pretty much, you just get to summon him for free. Now, it says that depending on the type of card that was negated, it has 3 things here. It has for spells, traps, and effect monsters. If you encounter a normal monster, it won't let you special summon him. It won't give you the effect. You can still special summon him, you just won't get his effect. Now then, if he negates a spell card, inflict 1500 damage to your opponent. There's no downside to that. You just special summoned a monster, and then you dealt them 1500 damage. There is no downside to that. Trap. Select and destroy one card your opponent controls. There's no downside to that. Unless, of course, your opponent has no monsters on the field. There's still no downside to that. I special summon this. I take one monster off their field. It's not going to activate, Starlight Road. There's no downside. Then there's, if he stops an effect monster. I select one monster in my graveyard, and I get to special summon it. There's almost no downside to that. This guy is just amazing. His effect has no real downside. I counter something you do, I get a free monster on the field. Then, depending on what I countered, I can get either a free monster, destroy one of your monsters, or just deal you damage. There's no downside to this guy's effects that I can think of. It's just one of those things where it's like, not many people know about him. He doesn't get used very often because of that, but he has no real downside. Of course, if you're going to use him, you're going to want to make sure that you have a lot of counter traps in your deck, which I find that's actually pretty good too, because those have the highest spell speed, so counter traps can work. It's just one of those things where it's like, why don't more people use him? He is awesome. Yeah, I would probably give this card probably like a 9.5. I wouldn't give him a full 10 though, because there are probably some cards that can trump this guy. I just don't know of them at the moment. So I'm giving him a 9.5. He is just super useful. Yeah, there's just no downside to his effects. Of course, if you don't run counter traps at all, then he's sort of useless, unless you just want him for a 2800 beat stick. Otherwise, his effect will be completely useless to you. It's good for Chaos Dragons, too, because you get a Dark Dragon. And then, of course, if you have let's say you had your Red Eyes Darkness Medal in the graveyard, you countered an effect monster, you can bring your Red Eyes Darkness Dragon back, and then you can start all over again. It's just a really useful effect. Yep, that's all I'm going to do for today, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment. I really sort of like it if you guys comment. I've had a couple comments in the past, not many, but I really enjoy it. Alright, bye guys.